fiance owners, it's Alicia Garcia again. Thank you for joining me. It's been a long time, so I'm happy to be back. This is my first E-Entree video. It is a related series to the previous a la carte series, focusing on 12 by 12 inch layouts. I'm not completely setting aside my gypsy today, but I am going to be focusing on embossing folders. If you've seen lately on the Cricut Rewards site, and if you're not familiar with that, you can go to Cricut.com and click on the Rewards tab to see what it's all about. But if you've seen lately, they've started offering embossing folders on the website instead of Cricut cartridges. These are items that you can earn for free by purchasing newer cartridges as they're released. An embossing folder is simply just a plastic folder with an embossed and a debossed image that can be used in order to emboss or deboss that image onto paper, cardstock, pattern paper, or specialty papers. This particular bundle is called the Asian Bundle and is available right now for 800 points on the Cricut website. I'm going to be showcasing this bundle with some metallic patterned origami paper. This particular pack is called Aurora Marble, and it has kind of a marble sheen to it, but it's also very thin. And so I'm going to be showing you how to use your embossing folders in order to emboss this specialty paper. I got this pack in San Francisco at a store in Chinatown, but I have seen, I think even maybe this brand, the Fold'ems brand by Yasutomo, at Michael's. But keep an eye out for it because this can be a really fun technique. I am actually going to be using my Big Kick. It is by Sizzix. It's big and beastly and well loved. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start out with your foil paper, and you can see this one has a lot of kind of a texture to it, but it's very, very thin. So with my Sizzix machine, I'll start with the multi-purpose platform, and I'm going to flip all the way to the back. So I'm moving the first two tabs forward. If you have the Big Shot or the Stampin' Up! Big Shot, you'll be using the same multi-purpose platform. I'm going to lay down my first part of my sandwich, the base plate, and then I'm going to be lining up my paper inside of my embossing folder. Now, you can emboss by having a raised image, by having this Cuttlebug title facing you, or you can turn it over and deboss by pushing a pattern or a print into the paper by simply turning it over. On this foil paper, because you can see it has a little bit of a pattern to it, I am going to go ahead and deboss. I'm going to flip it over backward, just because I think it makes it a little bit easier to see the image. If you're using a very plain foil paper that doesn't have a texture to it, then I would probably emboss it. So again, I'm turning it over. I'm going to line my paper in there very carefully. Stick that on my sandwich. Put the last piece of bread on there, which is the other plate, and run that through my machine. Okay, and so if I pull this out of my embossing folder, if I turn it over to the white side, then you're better able to see that it did actually get the image on there very well. You may notice some pulling because this paper is so thin, and what I would recommend to you is this. If you do not like the pulling, you could run this very thin paper through a Xyron adhesive machine and then put it onto a thicker piece of paper, not a heavyweight cardstock but a lightweight cardstock, and then run both of those through your Cuttlebug folder. When you do that, you may want to place a text weight paper in here all together, just in order to prevent any ripping or tearing from happening on your embossing folder. The benefits of this folder being able to be flipped over is that you can create mirror images. And so what I've done is I've debossed the image here and I've embossed the image here. Our E-Entree today is all about what I'm going to do with these two little fish.